Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Trend Boost. In this episode we'll be going through some instances where celebrities have spouted off about how they've been gravely treated by Ellen on her show. Be sure to stick around until the end of this video so you don't miss out on a solitary one. Number 15. Priyanka Chopra. When Priyanka Chopra-Jonas came to the Ellen DeGeneres show just after Nick Jonas' grand 3-day-long wedding, Ellen made it a point to call her out for obviously not inviting her to the occasion. Priyanka, however, didn't give in to that, but in fact made it a point to state quite clearly and boldly that she and Nick had indeed sent out an invitation to her, but it was Ellen who didn't actually even consider it necessary to reply to their invitation. She also said that it was quite rude of Ellen in handling the situation the way she did. Ellen was visibly thrown off and quickly changed the topic. Well, at least she deserved it.
So, I guess I was cut off.
House.
I was cut off from that. I guess I should have.
We were so offended that you didn't even respond to our invite, though.
That's not true.
It's so true.
There was no invite.
I was like, we're not
There
good
was no
enough for
invite.
Ellen. Like,
Yeah.
she wouldn't come to India.
Yeah.
She doesn't even respond anymore. Nick, you've had such a great relationship
Exactly,
with her.
exactly.
I was very offended for him,
Yeah.
honestly, but I'm just the wife. I don't
Yeah.
know anything.
Number 14. Katy Perry. Despite asserting that she and Katy Perry were mates, Ellen really overlooked that she had actually wedded beforehand with artist and jokester Russell Brand when she went to her show as a traveler. In fact, the marriage had ended in a divorce, and this entire incident formed a very prominent episode of Perry's life. But apparently Ellen had absolutely no recollection of the incident whatsoever. Things were more awkward as Russell himself had been on the show previously. Ellen probably realized that this is certainly not how you treat your friends and apologized, but it did not help in clearing things up. Number 13. Nikki DeJager. Dutch makeup artist Nikki DeJager was one of the few celebrities who talked in front of the media about Ellen's not-so-nice side. Nikki herself is very popular, having run a successful makeup blog over the years. She has come out to her million subscribers on YouTube as trans and had appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show. The interview itself didn't really count for any awkward encounters or embarrassing situations, but as Nikki later revealed in an interview at a different place, going to and appearing in the Ellen show had been quite a pretty weird experience for her overall. Ellen herself was quite rude and intimidating and overall wasn't as nice of a person as she lets on to. Number 13. Blake Shelton. By referring to why he still was not proposing to his girlfriend, Ellen attempted to make fun of Blake Shelton. Well, you can't really just comment on someone else's intimate life, especially if they're just a guest on your talk show. But that certainly didn't stop Ellen. However, Blake was not about to let her indulge in this. He reiterated saying that Ellen had earlier promised to get him a gift that he was yet to receive, and that visibly threw Ellen off.
At that moment, because
We haven't given it to you?
No.
Well, that's not right. We can't. Why do
You
we
took
need
it back
it?
because whoever your next guest was, you had replaced the picture and did the...
Number 11. Callum Scott. On his way to becoming famous back in 2016, British singer-songwriter Callum Scott experienced some bullying on the Ellen show. He's an equally great fan of Ellen like so many others, so it was quite a star success on the show just to be able to be physically present there. However, it wasn't as enjoyable for him as he was told by the producer of the show just before getting on stage that he was, under any circumstances, not to look at Ellen in the eye, as he later revealed in an interview. So, it's quite natural that he felt like he wasn't quite properly treated on the show, neither by Ellen herself, nor by her production team. Number 10. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2015. She was seen addressing her transition. Her conservative views on marriage were also shared, and she claimed to be a traditionalist. The entire interview was incredibly awkward to watch as both parties was visibly made uncomfortable. Later, Ellen revealed in an interview that she thought Caitlyn might have been having a problem with Ellen's own orientation. After all, she did say that she had traditional views on marriage, but also claimed that she supported same-sex marriage. Number 9. Kathy Griffin. This is one of the most controversial times where a celebrity has stood up to Ellen for her actions, where Kathy Griffin wrote about a specific daytime talk show host in her book, Celebrity Run-In. She said the person she was talking about was blonde and was particularly known for her mean side, which is a stark difference from the nice and charming on-screen personality that she led on. No one was really surprised when she revealed later in an interview that the person was in fact Ellen, because, well, there really have been a lot of instances where Ellen has showcased this particular side of her character. As expected, Ellen was furious at this, and it's really no surprise that Kathy never actually got called onto the show. Number 8. Celine Dion. Celine Dion isn't someone that you can easily mess with, especially if it's the way Ellen treats her guests. So Celine didn't really let it slide that easy when Celine came on as a guest with Ellen, and she made fun of her son for having long hair. She made a clear point that her son can take independent decisions regarding stuff like that concerned him, and Celine was not going to interfere with that. Clear words spoken, and Ellen possibly understood that she may have crossed the line there. Number 7. Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo didn't even want to hear Ellen's contention about trying as a general to be a really polite and nice guy. Well, she's sure she's going to let it go that she's nice to everybody, but after a few pictures of her, she resurfaced with former President Bush, who's an alleged war criminal and has a lot of records of him. Actor Tim Robbins also voiced the same opinion in a BuzzFeed interview video, and Susan Sarandon also took to Twitter to say the same. Number 6. Justin Bieber. If we're talking embarrassingly about Ellen and putting her guests in awkward positions, what she did to Justin Bieber when he came onto the show as a guest. She was discussing with him the release of his new album when all of a sudden the subject was changed to how he had gone to a beach where there was a leak of a naked picture of Justin by paparazzi. And as if discussing this on live TV wasn't enough, Ellen even went to the limit of pulling up those pictures on a huge screen in front of the full house audience. Justin was clearly very embarrassed and couldn't stop himself from remarking why Ellen thought that it was even okay to bring up his picture like that. And sure, we agree, it was clearly pushing it very far. Number 5. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift and Zac Efron had sung an improvised version of the song Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People on one episode of The Ellen Show by changing the lyrics, and obviously they had targeted Ellen as if asking nosy and invasive questions. Ellen must have realized it, at least her expression indicated that. However, she was not at all fazed by this and kept asking Taylor the same question about Zac the next time she was on the show. Number 4. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande has also said that during interviews, she faces issues with anxiety at times. That did not stop Ellen, however, from asking her nagging questions about her relationship with Mac Miller, which made the singer very nervous and clearly embarrassed. She somehow managed to tackle it, and Ellen didn't even seem a little bit fazed by her discomfort.
But you're with him, right? And you're happy and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay.
Thanks.
That's good. Good talk.
Number 3. Dakota Johnson. Ellen quarreled that she wasn't welcome to Dakota Johnson's birthday celebration, just after which the artist went to the show. Dakota fired back by saying that it was Ellen who hadn't replied to her invitation, and even went further to say that she had another comic artist perform at her party, who she claimed was her favorite. Ellen visibly recoiled at this backfire, and in all honesty, she pretty much deserved it.
No, last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Number 2. Hassan Minhaj. For Hassan Minhaj, it was clearly not the first time anyone had pronounced his name wrong, but you definitely don't want someone like Ellen to make the same mistake more than once too. When Minhaj came onto the show, Ellen initially told him that she was a fan of his show Patriot Act on Netflix, but didn't feel like she respected him when she kept on saying his name wrong. Minhaj, however, didn't let go of this opportunity to roast people like Ellen, albeit lightly, who seemingly had trouble in pronouncing names of people of color, but didn't face the same trouble in the case of white people. Number 1. Mariah Carey. Ellen took it too far when Mariah Carey came to her show as a guest and proceeded to ask her invasive questions about her pregnancy, which at that point was not even confirmed. In fact, Ellen probably wanted to just force her into revealing the big news in her show itself, which was way beyond the professional capacity and very, very embarrassing for the singer herself. In fact, she was visibly uncomfortable about the entire situation, and as if what she did wasn't enough, Ellen took things too far when prompted Mariah to have a glass of champagne. Wondering why? Well, in case you don't know, alcohol is strictly prohibited for someone who is pregnant. Well, it really was bad. Thanks for watching. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these videos on your screen. See you there.